we are back. We're picking fights, fight night picks. We're engaging in social distancing on two separate platforms here. But listen, we are back with fight picks. And Matt, the second fight of the night, UFC 249. We have a battle of ladies who don't particularly have the greatest of records, but it should make for a decent fight because we have Sarj, Sijara Eubanks taking on Cheesecake Sarah Moras. Matt, for Canada's Sarah Moras, if I can start it off this way, she was in a bad way in the tail end of last year. Going into UFC 242, she was on a 3-fight losing skid. I know one of those losses was one of the UFC fight nights that we had covered in Moncton. She lost to Toledo Bernardo. After that, another loss. All of a sudden, she pulls out a finish victory, and she looks great. I mean, she really did look good, especially in a 135-pound division where you can really string together a couple of wins and move up the ranks. And for her opponent, Sijara Eubanks, she's really looking to right the ship because for her, it's a 2-fight losing skid to Aspen Ladd and Betch Correia since she's moved up to 135. And again, she's one of those fighters that showed a lot of promise in her season of The Ultimate Fighter. She was supposed to make the finale and take on Nico Montano, but pulled due to weight cutting related issues. Her kidneys just shut down. So in this fight, Matt, we have a tale of two different styles, but in terms of what the odds makers are seeing, a heavy favorite in Sijara Eubanks on that 2-fight skid. She's a minus 330 favorite compared to Sarah Moras, who's sitting around a plus 255. And if you look over on Tapology, 74% of fans are picking Sijara Eubanks to win this fight, Matt. And out of them, 88% predicting a decision. What do you see in this matchup here at women's bantamweight?
So this is an interesting fight because in Eubanks' last fight against Correia, it really showed me that Eubanks isn't as good as I thought she was originally. And I think that might be the fact that she's just not really at her natural weight class. I think 125 is where she should be. But of course, those weight cutting problems, you can only miss weight so many times before the UFC just boosts you up. But she got tired and really tired against Betch Correia in that fight. And that really worries me. With all that being said, though, those first 2 rounds of Sijara Eubanks, it's still tough. Like, she had a fight of the night against Aspen Ladd less than a year ago. And Aspen Ladd, who I'm pretty sure we're all still pretty high on, even though she lost Jermaine Moran to me, if you have a fight that competitive with someone like Sijara Eubanks or with someone like Aspen Ladd, of course, it means that you do belong in that, top 15, top 10 discussion. So I do see this being a pretty easy win for Eubanks, but I don't think this is going to be, the most glamorous fight you've ever seen.
And that's the thing. I mean, for Sijara Eubanks, and you can see it up on the screen, she has a number next to her name right now, bantamweight, whereas Sarah Moras does not. But still, I think there's still some potential in this fight. It's just going to be a shame because you've got a fighter with a 4-4 record that I don't really believe. She won those fights and she lost those fights, but I don't really believe that it totally tells the entire story for Sijara Eubanks. And same thing goes for Sarah Moras as well. I'm going to list off some names for you. Caitlin Chookagian, Aspen Ladd, Betch Correia, Raquel Pennington, Juliana Pena, and Jessica Andrade. These are just some of the losses that these women have combined together. These are some of the best fighters. I mean, in Andrade's case, she's a strawweight now, but still split between strawweight, flyweight, and bantamweight in the women's division. So realistically, it should be a competitive fight. I'm going to go with Sijara Eubanks as well, but I'm really interested to see the result of this fight because I think, again, a win for either one of these women, you probably get another ranked opponent, maybe 100%. Nico Montano, maybe Juliana Pena. I mean, I'm bringing up names here, but still looking forward to it and really appreciate everybody tuning back into the return of Fight Night Picks. Make sure you check out the rest of our videos for UFC 249, main card prelims, 2 minutes, 5 minutes for the main card event. Justin Gaethje, Tony Ferguson. So with Fight Night Picks, we always say, Matt, let's get into it.